Hey everyone, Danny Michael, curator of the Cody Firearms Museum here with another update on the Kickstarter project for the reprints of Armax, and hopefully one of our final updates before you actually have these in hand. So I am standing here with the production version of the reprints along with the production version of Ink and Iron. These are actually the only copies I have on hand. These are the advanced copies that I got here in the office just this week. The rest are on their way to our distributor and hopefully will soon be on their way to you. This is really exciting and of course would not be possible without the support that you all provided during the Kickstarter project and since. And we're so thankful that you supported this project and allowed us to bring these books to life. We could not have done it without you pledging that financial support to get this done. So thank you for myself, from the museum, from the whole team that worked on this. We are deeply appreciative. We're also, of course, really grateful for your patience. We know this has taken longer than we originally planned for, but there's just a lot that went into this that meant it was going to always take a little bit longer. So we're sorry for that delay, but we are so appreciative that you guys have been patient with us and are hopefully still eagerly awaiting your very own copies, which will be here soon. And I can say, I think your patience is going to pay off. These books look really great. They're a huge upgrade on the originals, which, as we said at the beginning of this project and throughout, if you're lucky to be able to find the originals, they are really tough to come by, especially a whole set. But of course now we are reprinted in full color, or as close as we could get to it. Of course, some photos we were not able to recreate, but the most we were able to recreate. We did a lot of disassembly to get to match original views on guns. We chased down museums and collectors and all sorts of things to come up with the content that we wanted for this for this project, for this reprint project. And of course, you're getting them in this really beautiful box. This features an original painting held here in the museum, and this really great painting that we've adapted to this wrap on this slipcover. And of course, within that is all the original volumes plus an index. And I just think you guys are going to really love that project. And hopefully I'm not spoiling too much, but we're already in talks so that we can do slipcovers for the new issues as well, so that you have something that looks just as great to go with all the new volume 7 and on that you guys have. So really happy with how Armax, the reprints, turned out. And of course, also happy with how Ink and Iron turned out for those of you that are a level that receives Ink and Iron. This is the book featuring really a catalog of our printing block collection here at the Cody Firearms Museum. Of course, one of the things we have that's not well known is we have a big chunk of the printing blocks that Winchester used to make advertisements for their products. That collection has never been on display. It's very awkward and kind of hard to display, but you do get to learn all about it here in Ink and Iron. This turned out really great, and I appreciate all the work that the Helios team did to make this and Armax just really great products that I think you'll be happy to own and to enjoy and learn from. And of course, our team here at CFM, myself and Tyler and Jathan. Tyler and Jathan especially poured a ton of work into this and chasing down images for Armax. So I'm really grateful for all their efforts to get this done. And like I said, really think you have a product that once you get it in hand, you're going to really enjoy and really be happy with. To make sure you get it in hand, please go to your backer kit and make sure all your payment and shipping information is correct, so that when we go to process any additional add-ons that you purchased, that we get those to you and that it comes to the right place. If you have any trouble doing that, please reach out to myself or through the email on the Armax link or in your backer kit. Reach out to us. We want to make sure we get all those correct so that we have as few headaches as possible when all these go out to our several hundred backers on this project. And if for some reason you're watching this and you don't yet have a copy pre-ordered, there is still time. There's a very short window before this ships that is still at the pre-order price. That's not as good as the Kickstarter price, so those of you that back the Kickstarter are getting the best possible price on this. We still do have a pre-order price that runs until this ships. We've been running that all year, and quite a few of you have taken advantage of that. But once it ships, that will be the last of the pre-order, and then it will go to full retail. So if you don't have your copy ordered, there is still time, and we do have enough copies for people to do that. So please consider doing so or sharing with a friend who hasn't already. if they'd like to get a copy. Otherwise, after July, you're going to be paying full retail for it. So thank you all so much for your support. I'm so happy that we got to keep this journal alive. So happy that we got to reprint the originals and, of course, continue publishing scholarly, peer-reviewed firearms history with all of the new editions as well, and look forward to keeping that going for many, many years to come. And now we can enjoy the full run of Armax going all the way back to the 1980s. And of course, for all of these videos, I've brought out a firearm, and I thought with this great cased set of books, why not a cased firearm? And so I have with us today one of the newest acquisitions for the Cody Firearms Museum. In this great case is this revolver. Of course, many of the guns that I've shown you in these updates have been sort of prototypes or unusual guns from the collection. This one is mechanically not that unusual. It is a Smith & Wesson double-action revolver, chambered for .38 Smith & Wesson, made in the 1890s. But what is unusual about this one is, of course, the back half of the gun is a one-piece silver grip made by Tiffany & Co. Tiffany, of course, a well-known jeweler, still around today, known for their high-end jewelry. And one of those companies that nobody really associates with making firearms, but they actually make quite a few firearms in conjunction with Smith & Wesson, Colt, and Winchester. And this is one of those guns. The engraved scene on this silver actually features a battle, and it was later given, a Civil War battle, I should say, American Civil War battle. It at one point belonged to a member of the Rough Riders. So it's got some really great provenance. It's a really gorgeous revolver, as you would expect from a Tiffany-made gun, or a Tiffany-embellished gun, I should say. Smith & Wesson still made it. And of course, Tiffany also made the case that it comes in, and it has the name Tiffany & Co. embossed there, along with the type of wood the case is made from. And this is a really beautiful recent addition to our embellished arms collection. We had the chance to acquire this gun at auction, and we're able to do so. And I've wanted to add a Tiffany & Co. gun to the collection for quite some time. It's sort of one of those, everybody has their grail gun, and that's also true for museums. And one of those things that we wanted to add at the top of the list was a Tiffany & Co. revolver. One, because they are beautiful firearms. They're very eye-catching, make great museum exhibits. And of course, because it connects visitors with a history they might not have known about. So we love those kind of objects. And if you visit us this summer, you will soon be able to see this on display. So I'm holding it here off display, mainly really for this video. It is slated to go on view here at the CFM very, very soon. So come out and see us this summer. Bring along Armax for some reading on the road trip, and come see this Tiffany revolver here at the museum, and learn a lot about all the other guns we have on display, including many of the ones you've seen in the videos I've done so far, and many of the ones that are featured in the original run of Armax. So that's what I have for you today. The first samples are here in my office. The rest are on their way very soon. Please go update your information if you have not already on BackerKit. If you can at all possible, please do that by June 2nd. If you have any trouble at all, please reach out to us so we can get those issues corrected as quickly as possible so that when copies start shipping, they go to the right place. So thanks very much for your support. Thank you for your patience, and these will be in hand very, very soon. Thanks very much.